You and your SP were getting really close, things were going good, but he's not showing up as the version that you want. He doesn't commit, he doesn't text you every day, and you did say some more on the end of your comment that doesn't seem to fit on the screen. So listen, what you have to do is stop focusing on what he is or isn't doing in the 3D, because the way he's showing up now is just a reflection of your old beliefs and assumptions. Okay, so if you believe and assume to be true that you're not good enough, or people won't commit to you, or you're not the girl, the guy that gets the attention, or that people come in and then they pull away. You have to assess what you believe and assume to be true about you, about them, about love, and about relationships. He can only be what you are aware of him being. Okay, so think about that. He can only be what you are aware of him being. So if you are aware of him being not committing, not texting, pulling away, being cold, coming in and then going back, even though that's what's happening in the 3D, this is where you have to understand that the 3D is just a mirror. He can only be what you are aware of him being. So that doesn't mean he's being this way in the 3D, so that means that's how he is. No, he is being a reflection of what you were assuming. So when you change what you believe and assume to be true about you, about relationships, about love, about him, you change the story of you change the story of him. He will reflect the change. Now, I do so many videos speaking about manifesting a specific person. So I don't know if you're new here, but I definitely recommend going and watch some of them, because I've done a lot of videos talking about stuff like this. But all you have to do is stand so solidly firm in this new assumption. How do you want him to be? Okay, you want him to commit, you want him to text every day. Why are you thinking that? Because you are aware that he's not committed to you. You are aware that he's not texting you every day. Put the 3D, what's going on in the 3D, in a box and push it under the bed for a moment, okay? Just leave it there. Now, that's the 3D. Whatever he's doing in the 3D or saying in the 3D doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. I know it feels like it does, but it doesn't. Just put it in a box, just put it under the bed. Now, all you have to do is change your story and assumptions and trust to know that the reflection is going to change. So you want him to commit and text, but right now you're aware that he's not. So you have to be aware that he is in imagination, in your mind. So you imagine that you're in a committed, loving relationship. You imagine that he's texting you every day. You imagine yourself to be someone that is loved, adored, cherished. Because when you see yourself as that version of you, people are going to naturally reflect that back. When you see yourself as someone that is wanted, adored, cherished, then of course you're going to get the commitment. Of course you're going to get the texting every day. That's what I had to do when I manifested my specific person. When he said to me, he doesn't want to be in a relationship, we can be friends. That's it. You need to accept it and move on. That's 3D stuff. He was just reflecting my assumptions of this is too good to be true. This is going to end soon. Everybody I love leaves me. Abandonment stuff. So I had to detach from what's going on in the 3D and put my awareness on what I wanted. So I wanted to be in a relationship with him. But my awareness was on, he doesn't want me. He's left. He's broke up with me. And then my awareness was on me being abandoned. So those are the things that I had to change. So I had to start affirming and telling myself, the people I love always stay in my life. He is loving. He's doting. We are together. I am his wife. I'm worthy and deserving of love. Love never leaves. People never leave me. I had to persist in thinking that way despite what was happening in the 3D, because remember, the 3D is in the box under the bed. It doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. All you have to do is tell yourself every day the version of you that you want to be, the version of him that you want him to be, and the version of reality you want to experience, as if it's all happening now. You're choosing to put your awareness on something that already is. I want you to look at infinite realities like, what do you call it? Screenshots? I don't know if that's the right word, but like little, like infinite screenshots. And like all these different versions of reality exist. And right now your awareness, okay, your true self is aware of what you don't want. So you need to become aware of what you do want, because that version of reality already exists, but you don't get it by wanting it. You get it by putting your awareness on it as if it already is. I hope I'm making sense. You just need to think as if you've already got it. You just need to think and persist in the assumption that he's committed to me. He's devoted to me. He's head over heels in love with me. This is literally what I said about my SP. When he said, we can't be together, we can only be friends, blah, 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 blah. You know the story, most of you. I had to ignore that, even though I was upset, but I had to ignore it and persist in my new assumption that he is in love with me. We are together. And me doing that is just me simply selecting the version of reality that I want to experience. I wasn't changing him. I was changing me. I was changing my I amness, not I am abandoned. I am in situations where it's too good to be true. I am not worthy and deserving of love. I had to flip that and start saying, I am loved. I am worthy and deserving of love. So I'm then choosing to be aware of that version of reality, and that is what you have to do. Okay? So it doesn't matter what they say, it doesn't matter if he's pulling away. None of that matters. You have to really remind yourself, it doesn't matter. The more you focus on it, the more you focus on that, the more that's going to be reflected back to you.